Well, they say art is a matter of perspective. A new street exhibit in Jerusalem featuring three-dimensional art is taking the ancient city by storm. The show, which is open to the public 24/7, hopes to bring together different sectors of Jerusalem's population and revitalize the city center. I-24 News' Maya Margit with the story.
A new exhibition in Jerusalem gives the public the opportunity to participate in a unique visual experience. Titled Perspectives, 13 impressive pavement paintings by 4 international artists are on display across the city center. Unlike a typical visit to a museum, these artworks are not only meant to be looked at, but also call on the public to interact. Nadi Gershovich, the exhibition's artistic director, says the idea for the exhibition came from a desire to do something different in a city that's long been associated with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
It's important to note that there aren't many people on the streets of Jerusalem these days. There's a kind of fear, and businesses have closed down due to recent events like the stabbing attacks. It hasn't been easy. But this exhibition not only brings people out from within the city, but also from other areas in Israel.
Known as anamorphic art, each painting must be viewed from a specific vantage point in order to create the illusion of three-dimensional space. Some of the world's top artists working in the genre are participating in the show, including Kurt Wenner, the artist who invented anamorphic pavement art. The works will be on display in the coming months and are open to the public 24/7. Internationally renowned Argentinian street artist Eduardo Rolero, who specializes in surrealistic storytelling, is also featured.
First of all, this drawing is very popular because, although it's strange, it's also quite humorous. We see here a family with 2 children who look to be older than their parents, and they're drawing one another.
3D street painting has gained an international following in recent years, with major annual festivals celebrating the art form in countries such as Italy, the United States, and Dubai. The Perspectives exhibition in Israel was spearheaded by Eden, a company working to renew the Jerusalem city center.
The goal of the exhibition is to bring people to central Jerusalem. It's aimed at different demographics, including families, children, adults, people who come both from Jerusalem and from outside the city to experience the public space of downtown Jerusalem.
Art is a matter of perspective. The way you see Jerusalem also depends on where you stand.
Depends on where you stand. And the author of this report, I-24 News journalist Maya Margit, is with me in studio now. Maya, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Maya, the first thing I thought of when I heard about your report is Jerusalem has been, of course, as we know, suffering many, many attacks. There's a lot of security issues and fears. Has the show really been successful in bringing people back to the streets?
Well, from what the exhibition director told me, it has. There have been thousands and thousands of people who have visited, tourists, both from within Israel and from without. And it's also important to point out that this is very different from visiting a museum. It's on the street, it's free. You can basically access it 24/7 at night, in the middle of the night, whenever you want. And the goal of the exhibition is to draw tourists, to draw people. And so Jerusalem, aside from this exhibition, they've been promoting all kinds of cultural events and concerts in public space. They also recently opened up a new music museum to celebrate Hebrew music.
So, and as we're seeing the drawings behind you there, they're absolutely striking and beautiful. Of course, Jerusalem is not the first site where this is taking off. How did this art form develop and become so popular?
Well, the art of drawing on the pavement is actually hundreds of years old, but this type of art, which is called anamorphosis, it basically means that you have to stand in a specific point to get the optical illusion. This is just a few decades old, maybe 30 years old. And it was invented by one of the artists who's participating in the exhibition. His name is Kurt Wenner, and he helped popularize it. And since then, it's been in festivals all over the world, including there's this really major festival in Dubai that happens every year. Dubai claims that it's had the first Middle Eastern version of this festival, but it's not true. It has happened in Israel as well before that, and Shimon Peres participated. He visited it. This was in 2012.
I'm not surprised that Dubai claims that it had the first one. It must have been spectacular, but still. And Maya, how long does it take, do you know, to make such a drawing?
Yes, basically the artists work like all day long for 4 or 5 days.
It doesn't matter what the weather is like. They're working from morning to night, and it's made with special paints. Sometimes it's printed on the special fabric and then stuck to the pavement, so basically people can walk on top of it. So the artwork doesn't last very long. After a few months, it basically fades or it disappears or it gets washed away, and that's just part of the art form.
It gets washed away, but not the effect that it had, certainly in a place like Jerusalem. Maya Margit, thank you for joining me and bringing us this beautiful story. Thank you.